Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Guild Wars 2 Journey to 80. We are going to continue on with our Revenant gameplay, and let's see where we're going. We're going to continue on with the story. I'm trying to let me take a look at something real quick because I just noticed. Oh, okay, what's next? Oh, I got my daily achievement. It's weird when those things come over, so. Oh, look at that. We've got some dailies. A daily ore forger, so I can't do these at all. Trites of Vista Viewer.
Act with wisdom.
I can do that one. Snowden Drifts event completed. Can do that one. Alright, maybe we'll take a look at some of these. I don't think I can do all of these though because I need to be able to do 3 of them, and I think I can do. Nope. I think I can, but I don't. I'm not concerned with it.
That looks valuable.
What we're gonna do though, about all these materials. Ooh. Let's get rid of these goddamn
Act with wisdom.
let's get rid of some of this junk that's inside my inventory. The other junk. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna go to our story, which should be over here to east in Ebonhawk. Yeah, there we go. So let's continue with this. The Fields of Ruin, or the Ebonhawk Stronghold for the vigil, I think that is. We're going to continue on with the story quest. So while you guys were gone, and I've been playing, I've managed to get to level 50. I've not completed the Centaur or Dwarf training yet. I have not been that concerned with them. I'm more concerned with getting the specializations completed. And I started the process in leveling up the invocation, so we're about 30 points away. Okay, so I think we'll have that done by the time we get to level 71, but you know, we're not that concerned with it. So let's get cracking on this. This is what we want to do, is this story quest. I did do some dying to my character, just I'm not even sure why I did it, but it's not really a matter of concern because the gear just changes so randomly. I think actually the next gear, major gear, comes in at level 55, and then I don't think you get another significant gear increase to probably about like 71. So as long as you're along that track, you should be
Hurry!
perfectly fine. But it is coming about that time for me to get some new gear. Into the instance. Oh, shoot the messenger. Alright, let's go talk to Virgil. That's what I'm calling him because he's a member of the Vigil. I know that's not his name.
What do you need?
Who are you people? Commander Samuelson didn't mention an escort, and you certainly don't look like Vanguard.
We're with the Vigil. We know about the attack planned for Minister Duran. We're here to make sure you reach him in time.
An escort? I'm a soldier of the Ebon Vanguard. I don't need babysitters.
We're not babysitters. We're tourists, traveling the same road, taking in the same scenery, and beating the ever-living crap out of the same idiots as you. You look like a fine sergeant. Are you really gonna tell us where we can't go and who we can't beat up on such a nice day?
I have to get this message to the Minister. I don't have time for this. Just keep up or I leave you behind. Head out for Summit Peak, and don't slow down. So Vigil's my escort? Fine. Just don't tell the rest of the Vanguard. I'll never hear the end of it.
If I'd had a daughter, she'd be a lot like Jade.
So we got an
Except
escort
smarter,
mission.
stop it.
Really?
Careful. This has ambush written all over it.
What a char! Eat that chard. What a char!
Keep moving.
Heaven of dogs may spit on your coward.
And they just say this dude was supposed to be a foreman. Damn, man, they all want to attack him.
Ready for the next one.
You weren't ready.
Another renegade up ahead? They aren't even bothering to disguise their ambushes? That's just insulting.
I see a survivor. Stand the line. We have to help her.
No, we can't risk it. If the ambassador is killed, many more lives will be lost.
You'd abandon your own soldiers?
We all need a risk when we join the Revenant. Duty first.
Fuck that, homie. Damn.
Strong.
Why is my man Virgin just standing
Renegades
here?
are stirring up anything they can find just to send them at us.
Alright, so for some reason or another,
I feel so vulnerable.
so the question is why this bitch ain't showing up on the map is what I would like to know. So where the fuck did she go? Ugh. where she is. So she just decides, she's like, fuck it, I don't even care about y'all, I'm just gonna stay right there. I'm a little irked because Virgil's not doing anything, and that's what I'm calling him, Virgil, or you want to call him the War Master, whatever, War Master Virgil. He's doing absolutely nothing, and from what I could tell, the same thing would be said for Hunters that I revived, and I don't know why you can't see this chick on the map. But you see him just standing there, he ain't doing nothing.
Officer on site. Stand at attention.
Like, yo, bitch, move a little faster.
We're here.
Finally.
Minister Duran, sir, please. It's critical that you hear this. Commander Samuelson sent me from Ebenhog. You're both in terrible danger.
Danger? Slow down, Sergeant. Take a deep breath and tell me what's going on.
Ajax Anvilburn and his renegades are going to ambush you. They plan to assassinate Minister Duran and blame the attack on Ambassador Steelcrusher.
Well, we can't let that happen, can we? Duran, can you fight?
Not as well as a Char, but I can hold my own. We could take cover at Summit Peak up ahead. Having the high ground would be in our favor. The camp is a defensible location. If the renegades don't know we're prepared, we could turn the tables on them when they attack.
With all due respect, Minister, the best defense is usually a good offense. I recommend we find the traitor's base and destroy Ajax before he can strike.
The Vigil were the ones to uncover this plot. With due respect, sirs, I think we should let them decide if we choose ambush or assault.
Okay.
We'll head for the Renegade's camp and attack with all the force we can muster. Good choice, recruit.
I'm all about attacking.
Finished with that.
We got some new gear, I guess, and doesn't look like any of it is going to help us, so let's dismantle that shit. I'm done with it. Damn, even the gloves you can't use. Alrighty. Oh shit. Damn, I'm getting attacked by two, or what was it?
You owe me.
Doesn't look like there's anybody in the area. I would like to say I'm surprised by nobody being in the area, but be honest, I'm not. Spirit Vale, which is the first new raid dungeon, whatever you want to call it, of the first new raid dungeon, whatever you want to call it, of the damn, he was pushing hard as fuck. Yeah, I don't think I can fuck around with him.
Help me, please.
Nah, almost kicking my ass. Let's see where I gotta go. Ah, shit. Looks like I gotta go up north. Alright. That's no biggie. Whatever, I died. Not a big deal. Spirit Vale, which is the first new raid of the Heart of Thorns expansion, was released today.
Do you have a moment?
So I'm pretty sure the majority of players, high-level players and more, are probably running around doing that quest, or trying to find parties for that and doing that kind of stuff. Not to mention, you know, it's Tuesday night. I don't think this is probably a popular area to be in anyways either, so would I ever like to be the champion? Fuck yeah. I want to be beaten by myself. Yeah, it is what it is. If we can't grab some of these waypoints along the way.
See to the wounded. We don't know when the renegades will return.
I don't be making my way back over here with I don't even know what level this place is. So there goes somebody. Okay. I don't know what level this area is. What I think is a 35 to 45 area, I think. And we're actually still on the level 40 quest, so now I did unlock the level 50 personal story quest. So there's that. Jesus. Alright, looks like people over here doing the quest. Let's see if we can't get in on this.
Ready for the next one.
I hope these guys are trying to do that quest story. Get him! Oh good, so we did something to escort some people over here, looks like.
Strong.
The gods you killed.
hard time controlling the camera in here for some odd reason.
Can't see anything.
Dealing with that demon.
The gods you can know.
Oh shit.
Ready for action. Strong.
Come on.
This is not the end.
The renegades are scattered. We've done what we came here for. Time to head back.
We actually did. So we actually did just complete that. So that was cool. Now we're gonna go ahead and mind our goddamn business about this story. I'm gonna grab this waypoint over here before I die. And then I'll come back over here and jump into the story. My wife was asking me, was saying, what was the character that you've played that you've had the most fun with? And so far of all the I haven't played any of the Necromancer at all, not yet, and I'm getting ready to prepare to get into that. And I really haven't played an Elementalist either. But when she said that, my very first thought went to went to the Mesmer. Now, even though I have my Guardian as, I think my Guardian is the only level 80 character I have, I had the most fun, I believe, playing with the Mesmer. It was just really good class. I just thought the class build was really, really cool, especially with the illusion effects and things like that. So I had a lot of fun with that build. I think the class after that would have easily been the Guardian, and then probably the Warrior. So now I'm looking forward to trying out a pet class like the Ranger and the Necromancer. So I'm hoping for the best. I highly doubt I'm gonna end up liking the Elementalist. I don't typically like
There you are,
straight up.
I thought you'd stepped out for a nap.
I'll stop whining. I don't typically like straight up wizard classes, mage
For the
classes.
love of... Recruit! Talk some sense into this woman. She's more stubborn than a goat shaman.
Forgel, these are renegades. They're nothing but an unruly mob, and they're trapped in a cave with only one exit. If you seriously think this'll be a fight, then maybe you should start thinking about retiring, old man.
Watch it, soldier, or I'll old man you into the ground. These are Char, and they know we're coming. They've chosen a defensible point, and they've had time to fortify. If you go in recklessly, you're just going in to die.
A wise man taught me there's a time for strategy, and there's a time for kicking the door down. I'd listen to him if I were you.
Looks like you learned quick, recruit. Good. Now listen here, Sergeant. We're going to stick together as a unit, so we aren't picked off one by one. We go in slow and careful, and watch out for surprises. Recruit, I'm putting you on point. Tell me when you're ready to advance. I'm right behind you.
Okay. Let's get it, bitches.
Enemy spotted.
So it's just the mission I just did, so hopefully it's not the exact same.
They've got cannons! Storm the line!
That's some bullshit. Look, like, they got cannons, so everybody's dead. Took out all the cannons. And these motherfuckers are all running around. Damn. Yeah, you can't get out of this motherfucker. Damn. Holy shit.
Ready for action.
You were right, War Master.
Jesus.
The renegades were ready for us.
No, they just thought they were ready for us. They couldn't stand against the Vigil.
I don't understand these renegades. It's hard to believe anyone in Tyria would work against peace. With the dragons out there, we can't afford to be divided.
Some people can't see past their own noses. It's a good thing we can. This treaty will help even the odds against Zaitan. Count on it. You did well, recruit. You learn quickly, you adapt, and you know when to put hammer to steel. I wasn't sure I'd like you when we started this operation. Amora kinda twisted my arm to take you on. Said you were special. But damned if you didn't live up to every word she said. You aren't like the rest of these youngins hanging around the Order.
I'm field promoting you to Crusader, but don't let it go to your head.
I won't, old man. And thank you. It's an honor to work with you two.
Old man, huh? Don't push your luck.
So, there we go. That's completed. Let's exit out of here. I think that should be the end of the level 40 story, I believe. But I know, speak to... We gotta go back to Vigil Keep. So let's do that. Okay, what the fuck? I'm gonna assume it's a Gendaran Hills thing. Yep, I still haven't completed Gendaran Hills, so there's that. I was working on Metrica Province and Caledon Forest. Yeah, so I guess we'll make our way across to... I'm just gonna run, don't worry, I'm not gonna stop here or anything like that. Really, motherfucker? Hey, there goes a keep right there in the distance. Yes, Drake. You can see Drakes in the water too. Vigilant Hills discovered. Now, something I also wanted to address with you guys, just in case you were wondering. I know some of you probably wondering, like, you know, why I haven't. I'm not gonna do that challenge. I know some of you might be questioning why I haven't gone for a faster level approach to the game, which is fair because there are quicker ways to level up in this game. I would probably say me doing what I'm doing in terms of did I go the wrong way? I'm pretty sure I did, jumping on shit and everything. There are definitely faster ways that you can get about leveling up. That you could level up. Like, for instance, if you look up some of the leveling guides, it's a little bit easier to level up, especially at this level, if you have how you call it, if you do the dungeons. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like all fucking bobbled over here. Getting messages on my phone about some bullshit. If you do the dungeon, Jesus Christ, how the fuck do you get into the keep? I fucking never remember this. If you do the dungeons, for instance, like at this point, more than likely you've unlocked, what should you unlock by now? You should have unlocked the Caduceus Manor. What else? Caduceus Manor, Twilight Arbor, and at the very least Ascalon Catacombs, all by level 35, I believe it is. I think there's some other dungeons as well that you could have unlocked at this point. I'm trying to think of what they are, but those three primarily, they give you access to some pretty quick rewards. So Yeah, if you want to, another method would be to do that. I showed you another method of leveling up too, by doing the trading. Yeah, not the trading, the crafting. You can level up doing crafting. I think at most you'll probably get is somewhere, depending on the level in which you do it, somewhere between like 2 and 3. Keep in mind with this character too, I kind of went through the hardest part of leveling up, which was the first 30 levels. I did do that with this character. I didn't skip it because I knew it was going to be, I wanted to post a video out there, Journey to Level 80, and I didn't want to skip it completely. I've also focused in on, you know, the old map completion for a reason.
Well done, recruit. You saved the treaty between Kryta and the Iron Legion.
I hope they manage to create a lasting peace, General. We can't defeat the dragons unless both nations work together. General, may I ask you a question? Ajax Anvilburn, he was your son, is that correct?
Stand down, Crusader! That's none of your...
No, War Master. I'll answer the question. After all the two of you went through, the Crusader deserves that much. Ajax was my son. As is our custom, I didn't raise him. I left him at the Farrar, and he found me again after my warband was slaughtered by a dragon. I tried to explain to him why I founded the Vigil, but he said I was wasting my time. He never really understood the threat the dragons pose. Like many in the legions, Ajax never looked beyond the Charred. I will grieve for my son, but I will not look back.
I'm sorry for your loss, General, but Tyria is safer because of your sacrifices.
Thank you. I agree.
General Soulkeeper, I'd like to request that the Crusader be permanently assigned as my partner.
That's a surprise, Forlo. Are you going soft on me?
I don't have time to break into anyone else. All right, I admit it. We work well together.
Consider yourself so assigned. Crusader, I've briefed Forgo on some options for your next mission. Speak with him, and then decide.
Alright. Choose a... The fuck does that say? Choose a tribal culture to exist. Okay, whatever. What the fuck is going off my keys now? So. I've always been curious about the script. I've always wanted to swim with the Quagan. Yeah, I don't want... Which of these tribal coaches would you like to aid? I don't care about the script. I definitely don't care about the Quagan. I'm gonna go with the Hylic. Those are the frogs. They worship the sun. They make potatoes, potions, and that's about all we know. We could definitely benefit from more study. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do them.
Very well. I'll meet you at Larontal Grounds.
So we got some pretty good rewards here. Some boots of Barca. So these are leveled up to compared to what I have for the Swift Getters. My other ones were at 30 and these are at 40. So definitely benefits. Bag of loot and a small bag of spare shot. And we actually got a level there. So we're now at level 51, which gives us another reward. And look, so now if I wanted to, I can get and go with some level 51 boots from the 40 ones that I had, but instead of doing that, let's say that we go with something level 51 that we don't have. Well, the gloves, so it's looking like it is not going to make a difference here. Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to make too much of a difference here. I'm going to go with the power and precision on a helmet, even yeah, I'm going to go with the helmet here.
Nice gear.
Yeah. So let's take a look inside our bags here. Let's open up that small bag of spirit shards so we get 3 of those. Look at that. What's this? Thick leather straps. You know, so this is one of my only complaints that I ever really had with Guild Wars, and it's something you'll notice fairly right away, is that you never quite seem like you're gonna get items that are for your class when you're playing that class. So by that I mean like, you know, if you're playing as the warrior, it seems like when you open up bags and things of that nature, you almost never get stuff for your class. Uh, so this one right here, I think we can choose yeah, we can select our stats for this. I'm gonna go with those celestial stats again if they're available. Alright, so the celestial stats are not available for this one right here. So you have to choose what you want right here. So I know the primary stats that I want are power and precision. Marauder seems like it gives that power and precision, 15 and 15, and then battalion ferocity. So we get power and toughness, we get power and precision at 17 and 12, and then just ferocity at the berserker. Power and precision plus condition damage, which is pretty good for what our class is built at the rampage. Power, vitality, and ferocity for the Valkyrie, the knight, the carrion, the apothecary. Looks like it's gonna be, you know what, I'm gonna go with the marauder. Yeah, and let's equip that. We've got our helmet here, which already has the stats, so we can go ahead and equip that as well. Let's get rid of these items in our inventory here. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the salvage item, okay. No, that's white. What the fuck am I doing? About to waste a freaking good item over here. We've got a new trident over here. What? Why can't we use that? Okay, well, it can't be used. That's all that it boils down to, is that it can't be used. So we'll just dismantle that. Let's deposit those materials. These are both gold. I don't think I have any Black Lion salvage kits on me, so we're gonna have to leave them in the inventory for now. Alright. That looks like about all we're gonna do, unless we can find some place to trash some shit. So we just completed. Let's see what's unlocked over here. Congratulations. Oh, so this will tell you right here the dungeon. So it was the Twilight Arbor, it was Caduceus Manor, and it was the Ascalon Catacombs. So pretty much doing those dungeons will net you probably about a level per dungeon run. The only problem being with doing that is that you will kind of miss out on some of these hero points from completing the map. And like I said, I'm doing the map completion because I want to get my legendary weapons and I want to grind for those. So entirely up to you though, whether or not that's what you choose to do, if you want to do something else. On to back to the other topic about concerning that, however, is that how you choose to level up in the game is entirely up to you. There's nothing in here to say that you have to level up the way I'm doing. This is just the way I've chosen to take the journey, so that way I can experience the world again and figure out what's changed and stuff. Like I said, Guild Wars is a living story. It's ever evolving in that respect, meaning that, you know, you're never there's going to be new content all the time that's going to come out and give you something different. So you have to bear that in mind, that you're going to get something different. So I don't think I want to do any more of this story. I'm going to kind of cut the video here, and I'm probably going to go do some other stuff. Why is that on the map? I don't know. I think that means like there's a world event over there in that area when that kind of pops up on your map. But I'm going to transport back over here to Caledon Forest. That's where I was before I started the video back up. So I'm going to go back over here though. But I guess that's how you should take the game. is how you want to level up. Like another way to level up is say you have absolutely no concern in the world for what's going on in the main story, and you just really like playing PvP and you like the class skills. You can do that too. It's a viable way to level up in the game. Is playing PvP, playing the World v World, getting drops for the Tome of Knowledge, running around with the commanders in the field and completing quests inside the World v World, or completing things inside PvP. And there's a different set of gear for PvP than there is gear for PvE, which is I thought is amazing, because you don't have to worry about the balance issue of wearing PvE gear inside PvP, or vice versa. It's more balanced approach in that respect, at least in my opinion.
You now join the proud ranks of the Vigilance.
So yeah, take that with how you want to do it. We'll talk more about it as we continue on in the journey to level 80, about the various ways that you can level. Like I said, you can level probably about 5 to 10 levels depending on where you start from crafting. You can level from World v World and PvE by getting Tomes of Knowledge drops and completing quests in there, or you can focus on map completion. Another way is to do the dungeon runs, and there's nothing wrong with doing dungeon runs. You get really good equipment, really good rewards, and really good experience from dungeons. So there's a way to do that as well. And it's not like I'm not going to do dungeon runs. I will, but I'm just not focused on them at this point. I will start making videos of dungeon runs with the different characters through them, so that way you can see how to approach them. And I probably will start making, more numbers, min-max oriented, or rotations, skill rotation videos, so that way people understand how to optimally play a character instead of just playing for fun. But right now I'm playing for fun, and I want you guys to be as enamored or enthusiastic about the world as I am if you choose to jump in on this game. It's about having fun. So, like, in my opinion, this game for me is fun. It's not Final Fantasy, where it's like I feel so immersed in the world that I kind of want to min-max and I want to be more powerful than the next character next to me. This game, I just have fun playing it. I love the way the characters are. I love the way the abilities are. So keep that in mind when you're watching the video and you're like, well, what the fuck isn't he doing this? Or why the fuck isn't he doing that? It's because I'm having fun with this game, and I don't want it to become work, and I don't want it to become a chore playing it like some games are, where I can only play like an hour or two at a time because it's not as much fun for me. So guys, until next time, I've been the Dark Side, and this has been an episode of Guild Wars 2. I hope you're enjoying the series, and I hope I hope it gets you at least intrigued to watch some of the other series. And if there's games or anything like you want to play, let me know in the comments section. It's really easy to just leave something there. Take 5 minutes, 5 seconds to hit that like, subscribe, or comment if you want to. And until next time, guys, have fun.